Hi, I'm Riedel, and welcome to my diary. Today, I want to tell you about something I really love, tennis. But guess what? Tennis has a long and amazing story, and when I started learning about it, I felt like I was traveling through time. I always thought tennis was simply the game I play with my friends at the local park on sunny weekends. Then I opened this diary. As I turned the cover, the pages started to sparkle and glow, whispering little secrets from hundreds of years ago. Do you want to see? Come on, jump inside the glowing pages with me. We're heading back to find out where my favorite sport actually began. Learning about the past doesn't have to be a dusty old lesson. It can be a magical time-traveling adventure that changes how we see the games we play today. Whoosh! My modern bedroom spun away in a swirl of bright colors, and suddenly I landed right under the warm sun of medieval France. Look at this grand, ancient stone courtyard with its huge arched pillars. Monks and kings used these exact walls as the very first tennis courts, but there was a really shocking rule back then. They didn't have rackets at all. They smacked a heavy ball over a rope using only their bare hands. If you look closely at this old engraving, you can see how they dressed and moved while playing in these enclosed spaces. You can even spot them tossing the ball, using their hands and some very early paddles. Ouch! Hitting a heavy ball with just my hand? No thank you. Smacking those heavy, hair-filled balls left everyone's palms stinging. So players had to invent new tools to protect themselves, which sparked the first major evolution in tennis history. At first, people tried wrapping their hands in thick leather gloves, but that didn't help them hit the ball any harder or faster. Next, they carved solid wooden paddles. Finally, they could hit the ball with real power without hurting their fingers at all. Check out the design of this early wooden paddle. It has a completely solid surface with small circular holes drilled right into the center, making it look incredibly heavy and strange compared to what I keep in my tennis bag. Eventually, someone realized that if you cut out that heavy wooden center and replaced it with stretched strings, like sheep gut, the racket became much lighter and way easier to swing. Human cleverness transformed a painful, bare-handed game into a sport of speed and skill. With another magical rustle of the pages, the dark indoor courts vanished. I stepped right out onto a bright, beautiful green lawn in Victorian England. Here is early lawn tennis. Players ran around marked grass courts in fancy, heavy white clothing while their friends watched. Playing on soft grass was only possible because of a brilliant new invention during this era: bouncy rubber balls, which could hop right off the lawn. Out in the fresh air, people started drawing the familiar rectangular court shape we use now, and they finally wrote down the modern rules. I loved seeing how the game changed. The rackets got lighter, and the courts finally looked like the ones I play on. Thanks to bouncy rubber and wide-open grass, tennis escaped those old stone castles and grew into an organized, joyful outdoor activity for everyone. Pop! A final burst of colorful magic pulled me right out of the diary's pages, landing me safely back in the present day, completely surrounded by the tennis world I know. Look at the massive scale of this modern stadium, with all its bright lights, thousands of blue seats, and even a retractable roof. It's amazing to compare this huge, high-tech space to those old, simple lawns. What started out as people smacking a ball over a simple rope has grown into a giant worldwide celebration, played by kids in every single country. As I closed my diary and gave it a big hug, I realized something wonderful. Every time I pick up my own racket, I'm connecting directly to those medieval monks and fancy Victorian players. And that's why I love tennis even more now. This sport connects 1,000 years of history to the match I'm playing today, and I'm so happy I can be part of it in my own little way.